Hey, Dr. Pound here with HealBetterFast, and today we're talking about the top 3 things you can do for neck pain for people who work at a desk. Now, if you've been working at a desk and you have neck pain and you want to avoid reaching for drugs or surgery, here's the top 3 things I recommend people do based off my clinical research and experience here in the clinic. So number 1, first of all, you've got to watch head position and posture. That's one of the most important things. And I know it's easier said than done, but it's really important to watch your head where it is at in relation to the shoulders. Every inch forward your head comes from your shoulders can actually add about 10 pounds of pressure to the bottom of your neck. And so it's not uncommon when I have patients come in who have no history of any trauma, but they're maybe in their mid-30s and they spend a lot of time working at the desk to do an x-ray or even an MRI and find disc issues with these people who spend time with their head forward from their shoulders. So the shoulders are kind of your way to judge where your head is in relation to good posture. So if you wanted to check this for yourself, what I'd recommend is you just find a straight wall, go ahead and lean your back against the wall and your head. Now your head should be back against the wall and your shoulders should be back against the wall. If both are back against the wall, you'll notice that here on the side, your ears line up with your shoulder. That's good posture. Now, for some of you, this may be really hard to get to this position, and you shouldn't force it by any means, but at least you can go and check and see how far off you are from good symmetrical posture. What this good posture does is it keeps the center of gravity over your shoulders so that your neck can act like a spring and take the pressure off of the top of your head. If your head is forward, your spine has to do more of the work, and it'll lead to accelerated degenerative changes in your neck. So you want to avoid that, and the best way to do that is to watch that head posture. Now, if you have any pain when you go back into good posture, that means there could be something wrong. And the best thing to do is to get checked out by a healthcare professional before you just force your neck back into extension. So again, if any of this causes pain, don't do it. Stop doing it immediately and get checked out by a healthcare professional. But if you're working at your desk throughout the day, and a lot of you are working from home, so you're not in good ergonomic positions anymore, just go ahead and check your posture at the wall, and so you know where you should be most of the day if you can. All right, tip number 2 is what I call chicken neck exercises. And this is simply getting better range of motion through your neck, through the spine. So what you're going to do is you're going to focus on bringing the chin forward and then pulling it back. Chin forward and then pulling it back. And you want that to be a smooth transition between the 2 positions. You do that about 20 times, several times through the day. That'll help improve not only the range of motion in your neck and the spine, but you can also see when I tuck back, you can see these muscles kind of pop out. When I go forward, I'm working the muscles on the back. And these muscles on the front are neck flexor muscles, and they often get weak as our head comes forward. Our traps get tight from trying to pull our head back into good posture, and they get overworked, and then you go home with these tight muscles through the shoulders, and then you need someone to massage you. Well, if you fix this, then you don't need that anymore, so it's really good to do. All right, tip number 3, and this is where we get into actually building the strength in the neck so you don't have that problem of a kinked neck. You want to add some resistance and do some exercises for your neck. Think of it as strengthening the core muscles in your neck. All right, so we already talked about these muscles that are getting overworked, the trapezius muscles in the back. So we want to work the muscles in the front and the sides. One of the easiest way to do that is grab your hand and push it against your head. As I'm pushing straight forward, you can see the muscles start to engage, but I'm not moving my head forward or moving it back. I'm just adding and meeting the pressure with my hand against my head. That's going to start working these muscles in my neck. The second thing you do is push your head to the side. Now you can see I start working the muscles on the side without stressing the spine. And again, I'm working those muscles, think of it as the core muscles in the neck to be able to support the head and take pressure off of the spine and the disc. And these 3 tips are great for a lot of my patients who want to get rid of that dull achiness that comes at the end of the day after working at a desk. So if you're suffering neck pain and you find yourself sitting at a desk, poor posture, and these 3 tips aren't working, you can always call my office. We can do evaluation, try and figure out the root problem, what's causing the pain. My name's Dr. Pound, helping you heal better fast. you.